With I-Team 8, a man is behind bars tonight accused of stalking Caitlin Clark.
A Texas man is in the Marion County Jail this afternoon charged with traveling to Indianapolis to stalk Fever star Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark was threatened and stalked by an unknown individual, and who this person turned out to be will shock you. What did the police reveal about the arrested suspect? This case sheds light on the risks and dangers that come with being a high-profile athlete in today's world. Let's take a closer look.
Crucial role in this, Cody.
Yeah, guys, these court documents that I obtained say that the stalking began on December 16th on the social media platform X. Now, by my count, 55-year-old Michael Lewis mentions Caitlin Clark 823 times in his tweets.
The suspect, identified as a 33-year-old man from Texas, was taken into custody on Saturday after sending violent messages to Clark via the social media platform X. According to court documents, the man had been driving around Clark's residence up to 3 times a day and had sent messages threatening sexual battery and death.
Police are telling us 55-year-old Michael Lewis sent the WNBA star sexually violent messages through social media. Clark told police that she feared for her safety. Our understanding is last Wednesday, police did track Lewis down using his IP address. He was at the time staying at a hotel in downtown Indianapolis. Lewis continued to send messages to Clark, so police did end up arresting him on Sunday.
This alarming situation came to light when Clark reported the threats to authorities. After learning that the suspect had traveled from Texas to Indiana, the Iowa basketball star became increasingly concerned for her safety. The severity of the threats and the suspect's physical presence in the state prompted swift action from law enforcement. Mr. Lewis is scheduled to appear in court on Tuesday morning and, if convicted, could face up to 6 years in prison and a $10,000, £8,211 fine. The charges against the suspect are serious. He's been charged with stalking, a level 5 felony in Indiana, which carries significant penalties. The nature of the messages and the suspect's actions in traveling across state lines to pursue Clark make this a particularly concerning case. This incident sheds light on the challenges faced by high-profile athletes, especially in the age of social media. Clark, who has become one of the most recognizable figures in college basketball, has had to take measures to protect her privacy and safety. Reports indicate that she has been altering her appearance in public, likely wearing hats and other disguises to avoid being recognized. According to court documents, one of the messages allegedly sent to Clark read, "Caitlin Clark 22 has been driving around your house 3 times a day, but don't call the law just yet. The public is allowed to drive by Gain Bridge, aka Caitlin's Field House. I'm getting tickets. I'm sitting behind the bench." Another message from a stalker. Messages were sent between 16th December and 2nd January, according to court documents. Clark, the 2024 Women's National Basketball Association Rookie of the Year, had reported the messages to police and said she feared for her safety. According to sports network ESPN, the 22-year-old athlete made police aware of the them before Mr. Lewis arrived in Indianapolis. She had taken to altering her appearance in public due to safety concerns.
Investigators confirmed Lewis was in Indianapolis by his most recent posts on X. They tracked the IP address of these posts to here.
The social media posts caused Caitlin Clark to feel terrorized, frightened, intimidated, or threatened, prosecutors said in court documents. Mr. Lewis was found by FBI after they tracked the IP addresses of the messages to a hotel in downtown Indianapolis. Marion County prosecutor Ryan Mears said, "The man told police his messages were an imagination, fantasy type thing, and it's a joke, and it's nothing to do with threatening." According to court documents, the need for such precautions points to a larger issue in sports fandom and celebrity culture. While most fans are respectful and supportive, there is always a risk of encountering individuals who cross the line from admiration to obsession, and in extreme cases like this one, to outright threatening behavior.
This is the X page for Michael Lewis, with a picture of Jesus on the cross as his profile picture. This is his first tweet at Caitlin Clark from December 16th, saying, "I got a new movie coming out. Michael and Caitlin are high school sweethearts. After graduation, you go off to college to play b-ball. I go off to war. You give me a medallion pendant with your picture as a going away gift. I give you a little Mikey cuddle doll." On January 2nd, he posted this. I love you so much. Come over here and get you a piece.
There's a very definitive line that you can cross with what you are posting online.
This case also raises questions about the role of social media platforms in protecting users from threats and harassment. While platforms like X have policies against such behavior, the ability of users to send direct messages to public figures can create opportunities for abuse. The basketball community and fans have rallied around Clark in the wake of this news. Many have expressed shock and concern, emphasizing the need for better protections for athletes at all levels. This incident serves as a stark reminder that even as we celebrate the achievements of athletes on the court, we must also be mindful of the challenges they face off it. But wait, there is more. Clark's courage in reporting these threats has been widely praised. By coming forward, she not only protected herself, but also set an example for others who might find themselves in similar situations. Her actions highlight the importance of taking threats seriously and seeking help when faced with stalking or harassment. Let's see what Gretchen Carlson said.
Indianapolis this weekend after he allegedly sent threats and sexually violent messages to Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark. You're a survivor of sexual misconduct and you work with survivors. What more can be done to protect women athletes as they rise in popularity?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm also a survivor of a stalker early on in my career in television. And unfortunately, this can happen to public figures. The one thing I can say is that I'm incredibly hopeful that we've moved in the right direction because the police were taking this incredibly serious from the start.
This incident comes at a time when Clark is at the height of her collegiate career. As one of the most talented players in women's college basketball, she has been in the spotlight for her exceptional performances on the court. Her ability to handle this off-court crisis with grace and determination reflects her strong character. The arrest of the suspect brings some relief, but it also raises questions about long-term security measures for Clark and other high-profile athletes. Will this incident lead to changes in how universities and sports organizations protect their athletes? Should there be more stringent measures in place to prevent such situations from escalating to this point? It's worth noting that this is not an isolated incident in the world of sports. Other athletes, both male and female, have faced similar challenges with stalkers and fans. The publicity surrounding these cases often brings attention to the issue, but it also highlights the ongoing need for better safeguards and support systems for athletes at all levels. The impact of such incidents extends beyond the individual athlete. It affects teammates, coaches, and the entire sports community. It can create an atmosphere of fear and unease, potentially impacting performance and the overall enjoyment of the sport. As the legal process unfolds, there will likely be more discussions about athlete safety and privacy. This incident may serve as a catalyst for changes in how social media platforms, sports organizations, and law enforcement agencies work together to protect high-profile individuals. For Clark, the focus now will be on moving forward and continuing her basketball career while ensuring her safety. The support of her team, the university, and the broader basketball community will be crucial in helping her navigate this challenging situation. This incident also serves as a reminder of the importance of mental health support for athletes. Dealing with threats and the fear of stalking can take a significant toll on an individual's well-being. Ensuring that athletes have access to mental health resources and support systems is crucial. As we reflect on this situation, it's important to remember that athletes are human beings first and foremost. Their talent and public profile do not make them immune to the fears and vulnerabilities that come with being stalked or threatened. If anything, their visibility can make them more susceptible to such dangers. The arrest of Clark's stalker is a positive step, but it also opens up a broader conversation about fan culture, athlete safety, and the responsibilities of social media platforms. As we celebrate the achievements of athletes like Caitlin Clark on the court, we must also be vigilant in ensuring their safety and well-being off it. This incident serves as a stark reminder that the price of fame can be high, and that even as we admire and celebrate our sports heroes, we must also respect their privacy and personal boundaries. It's a call to action for fans, sports organizations, and society at large to create a safer environment for athletes at all levels. As the story continues to unfold, the hope is that positive changes will emerge from this unsettling situation. Perhaps this will lead to improved security measures, more robust social media policies, and a greater awareness of the challenges faced by high-profile athletes. In the meantime, the focus remains on supporting Caitlin Clark as she navigates this difficult situation. Her resilience in the face of such threats is commendable, showcasing her strength both on and off the court. As she continues to inspire fans with her play, she now also serves as an example of courage in standing up to threats and harassment. The basketball community and fans around the world will be watching closely as this situation develops, hoping for a resolution that ensures Clark's safety and allows her to continue pursuing her passion without fear. This incident, while deeply troubling, has the potential to spark important conversations and changes that could benefit athletes for years to come.
Caitlin Clark has changed the face of the WNBA.
Basketball star Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is changing the game of basketball with her amazing skills and fun personality. The WNBA star is just as exciting off the court as she is on it, becoming a favorite for fans everywhere. Her energy and passion for the game make her stand out. She's become one of the most admired athletes of her generation. Her game style is unmatched, and her story is full of surprises. Here are 10 lesser-known facts about Caitlin Clark that will leave you amazed. Let's take a closer look.
Every box, whatever the box you have, Stephen A. for, right. She checked it.
She checked it. She checked it. Make no mistake about it. She deserves all the praise in the world that she's getting right now.
Impact on WNBA business. Since joining the Indiana Fever, Clark has transformed the team's popularity and business metrics. Draft beer sales increased by 740%, while hot dog sales rose by over 300%. The team gained 1.3 million new social media followers, becoming the most followed WNBA team. Jersey sales increased by 1,193%, with Clark leading individual sales. Game attendance rose by 264.6% for both home and away games. The Fever now leads the league in social media views with an 800 million increase. Corporate partnerships increased by 225%, showing Clark's marketing impact. The team secured 38 nationally televised games, the most in the league.
WNBA was giving a generation of girls aspiration and inspiration. When Clark was growing up in Iowa, already running circles around the boys, her dad took her to see a WNBA game in Minnesota.
Beyond the basketball court, Caitlin Clark's influence extends far beyond her shooting skills. Since age 6, she's been an avid golfer, using the sport to build mental toughness and unwind. Between games, she finds peace in baking, particularly enjoying making brownies. These hobbies show a different side of the basketball star, highlighting her life beyond the court. Her father was her first basketball coach, recognizing her talent early and placing her on boys' teams until 6th grade. She credits this early experience with building her confidence, telling ESPN, "I think it was super special in my development. I'm a girl. I can hold my own." Record-breaking earnings. Clark has become the highest-paid player in women's basketball history. Her $28 million Nike deal stands as the largest in WNBA history. Due to Olympic commitments, she turned down a $5 million offer from the Big Three League. Her college earnings reached $3.1 million through partnerships with brands like State Farm and Gatorade. She ranks with 2.4 million Instagram followers as the 4th highest earning college athlete, behind only Bronny James, Sheeter Sanders, and Livy Dunn.
Clark was trying to redirect a pass. Clark, oh my! From Schenectady! Clark wheels around, evades Van Lith, and drains it! My goodness! Because she's been so sick before that UCLA game. That's how sick she was. Clark! She's possessed!
Exceptional shooting records. Her shooting statistics are unprecedented in women's college basketball. Clark made 2,011 three-pointers in her senior season, breaking the previous record by 54 shots. Her career total of 515 three-pointers sits 11 above the second-place record. She averaged 5.15 made three-pointers per game and holds the record for most three-pointers, 78, in Women's Division I tournament play. These numbers demonstrate her exceptional accuracy and consistency from beyond the arc. Dominance in college basketball, Clark achieved something no other NCAA Division I player has done, leading her conference in both scoring and assists for 4 straight seasons. Her Big Ten career includes being named Freshman of the Year, 3-time Player of the Year, and 3-time Tournament MVP. Under her leadership, Iowa posted a 55-18 record in Big Ten play. She led the Hawkeyes to 3 Big Ten tournament championships from 2022 to 2024 and a regular season title in 2022. Her consistent excellence transformed Iowa's basketball program. This unprecedented domination reshaped expectations for individual achievement in college basketball. Record-breaking viewership. Clark's WNBA debut drew 2.1 million viewers, making it the most watched game on ESPN's platforms. The 2024 NCAA championship game between Iowa and South Carolina averaged 18.7 million viewers. This viewership surpassed the men's final, which drew 14.8 million viewers. Her Final Four game against UConn attracted 14.2 million viewers. The previous game against LSU averaged 12.3 million viewers. These numbers shattered previous records for women's basketball viewership. Interest in women's basketball has grown significantly due to Clark's presence. Her games consistently break viewership records at both college and professional levels. Career milestones. Clark reached 2,000 career points in just 75 games, matching Elena Del Don's NCAA Division I record. She recorded her career-high 46 points against Michigan, adding to her 7 40-point games. In the WNBA, she became the fastest rookie to record 100 points and 50 assists in 8 games. Against the Los Angeles Sparks, she posted 30 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. This made her the first rookie and 4th player overall to achieve this stat line in WNBA history. Her 17 triple-doubles rank 2nd in NCAA basketball history for both men and women. Only Sabrina Ionescu's 26 triple-doubles surpass Clark's achievement. The Fever experienced a 225% increase in corporate partnerships after drafting Clark. Her marketability attracted numerous sponsorship deals, making Indiana the league leader in corporate sponsorships. The team now has 38 nationally televised games scheduled, the most in the WNBA. Even the team mascot, Freddie Fever, saw a 150% increase in appearances. The team's social media engagement increased tenfold through the WNBA app and other platforms. Clark's presence transformed the Fever from a struggling franchise to the league's most visible team. Academic excellence. While dominating on the court, Clark maintained impressive academic standards. She earned a 3.64 GPA at the University of Iowa while making basketball history. Clark was named Academic All-American Team Member of the Year twice. She majored in marketing with a minor in communication studies at the Tippy College of Business. When false rumors circulated about her high school GPA, records showed she actually maintained a 3.86. She won the Gatorade Girls Basketball Player of the Year award in 2020. Her success in both academics and athletics showcases her well-rounded dedication. Clark effectively managed the demands of being a student athlete at the highest level. Family athletic background. Clark comes from a family deeply rooted in sports. Her father, Brent, played basketball and baseball at Simpson College. Her grandfather, Bob Nizzi, coached football at Dowling Catholic. Brother Blake won 2 state football championships and played at Iowa State. 2 uncles played college sports. Tom Faber in basketball at Drake and Mike Nizzi in football at Nebraska Omaha. This athletic heritage helped shape her competitive spirit and work ethic. The family's support remains visible at her games, with relatives regularly attending to cheer her on. As a marketing major at Iowa's Tippy College of Business, Clark applies her education to building her personal brand. She manages her social media presence strategically, creating engaging content for her followers. Her Instagram account shows careful attention to brand building and audience engagement. She joked in an interview about getting internship credit for managing her brand. Her understanding of marketing principles helps her maximize commercial opportunities while maintaining authenticity with fans. These impacts demonstrate how Caitlin Clark has transformed not just basketball statistics, but the entire business and cultural landscape of women's sports. Her influence reaches from arena concession stands to corporate boardrooms, creating lasting changes in how women's basketball operates and is perceived by the public. If you like the video, subscribe our channel for more updates.
Caitlin Clark was responsible for $216,000 in sales. Asia Wilson's signature one went for $915, and that's a one-of-one card, $915.
Caitlin Clark breaks another WNBA record, but not on the court. When Caitlin Clark's cards hit the market, they didn't just sell, they sparked a revolution in the trading card world. At a single auction, her cards brought in an unbelievable $216,672, nearly dominating all WNBA card sales. One card, the ultra-rare Signatures BF, sold for a staggering $97,500, completely overshadowing the $915 earned by three-time MVP Aja Wilson's top card. This wasn't just a lucky break, it was a game-changing moment for women's basketball cards. What caused this historic shift? Let's take a closer look. The range of Clark's card values shows just how much collectors want anything with her name on it. Her black gold autographed card, one of only 5 made, sold for $1,322. A unique Sparks patch card brought in $3,420, while her Selections GV card earned $4,870. Even her Concourse BF card, which many thought would sell for much less, went for $2,460.